morning, Eagles. I'm Gabi Engleman, and I'm here to give you a recap of the George Jenkins football games. The last 3 games we lost: Lake Gibson 34-7, Kathleen 9-0, and Winter Haven 10-3. Wish us luck today while we face against Lake Region. Show your Eagle pride by going out to the game tonight to cheer us on.
Good morning, Eagles, from the beautiful Hollis Gardens. I'm Sara Al-Mutawa.
And I'm Bri Bryant, and today is Friday, September 23rd, 2011.
On today's show, we have a look at the space program and a review of this past summer's fads.
But first, we're going to take a look back at this day in history.
On this day in history in 1806, after a 3-year expedition, Lewis and Clark returned back to St. Louis. In 1846, the German astronomer Johann Gottfried Galle discovered the 8th planet, Neptune, at the Berlin Observatory. In 2004, Hurricane Jeanne hits Haiti, killing thousands of people just days after Hurricane Ivan struck. I'm Lucy Muller, reporting for ENN.
Thanks, Lucy. The Drama Club is still accepting new members and will be meeting every Friday after school in the chorus room. Color senior ads for this year's yearbook need to be turned in before October 21st to Mrs. Solis. The Multicultural Club's September meeting will be on the 27th at 2 p.m. in room 2217. Come to find out about future events and activities. Any student who plans on attending the spring break trip to Paris, London, and Barcelona with Mrs. Reeves needs to attend a meeting on the 27th at 6 p.m. at the Cuban Delight Cafe. Applications are still being accepted. See Mrs. Falcon or Mrs. Sims if you have any questions.
2, 1, 0, and lift off, the final lift off of Atlantis.
Growing up in Central Florida, we can usually expect the occasional rocket launch during our morning coffee. But over the next few years, the skies will be a little less full. With the closing of the Space Shuttle program, it leaves many Americans wondering, what's going to happen to NASA? Well, I can tell you this, after doing a little research, NASA's future seems quite bright. Check this out. As we speak, engineers from across the country are developing the foundations for one of the largest space programs of all time. This rocket will soon propel a new spacecraft into the black abyss. The new spacecraft, dubbed Orion, will house between 4 and 6 astronauts and carry a multi-purpose vehicle capable of doing some serious off-roading. The plan is to get this new craft up in the air by the end of the decade and eventually take us back to the moon. From there, it's on to Mars. Who knows, maybe one of you could be responsible for the landing on Mars, and that would give a whole new meaning to the phrase, the Eagles have landed. I'm Zach Smith, reporting for ENN.
FCA See You at the Pole event will take place at 6:35 a.m. in the courtyard, September 28th. Seniors, priority deadlines for the colleges are coming up October 1st. Applying by these deadlines will improve your chances of getting scholarships at the colleges of your choice. Still looking for a few colleges? Representatives are on campus all the time. Here's a list of the upcoming dates. September 26th is Florida Southern College, September 29th is University of North Florida, and October 26th is University of Tampa. Make sure you see your guidance counselor 5 days in advance to sign up.
The homecoming dance is on October 15th from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. in the gym. The attire is similar to what you would wear to church, and there will be a professional DJ present. You may bring a guest from another school the night of the dance, but a signature of responsibility is required for the evening. No guests will be allowed in the night of the dance without this prior permission. Homecoming tickets are on sale for $25 this week. Starting next week, they will be $30 until October 14th. On October 15th, tickets will be $40 at the door.
Did you know that yesterday was the official last day of summer?
I missed it already.
Me too. Well, here's ENN reporter Heather Meskimen with a look at highlights from this past summer.
Good morning, Eagles. Heather Meskimen here. Now, I know y'all have to miss those late summer nights, those long summer beach days, and just sitting around home doing nothing, because I know I do. Well, I'm here to help you remember your summer of 2011. One of the things I know many of you did with your friends this summer was planking. Now, for those of you who don't know what planking is, it's when you lie face down in an unusual location. Now, another thing that became a very popular trend this summer was putting feathers in girls' hair. One of the things I really enjoyed doing this summer was watching the last Harry Potter movie. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This movie was so popular that it was the third highest grossing film of all time, made over $1 billion, and was the #1 film of the summer. Well, Eagles, I hope your next summer is just as fun as your last one. I'm Heather reporting for ENN News.
Thanks, Heather. Is it too soon to be counting down to summer?
Maybe a little, but it's not too soon to start thinking about tonight's game against Lake Region. This game is away and starts at 7 p.m.
Support the team by wearing your tattoos or buying a spirit ribbon. If you're interested in purchasing either, let your teacher know or see Mrs. Herring in room 121 in the Freshman Academy.
Each week on ENN, we have a word to improve your vocabulary so you'll use less slang. This week's word is vernacular, which is everyday speech or slang. Stay tuned for a short video to help you remember the word.
This month's key to character is honesty. Honesty is being truthful and sincere, admitting your mistakes and being trustworthy. Are you being honest? Today for lunch, we'll be having pizza with corn on the cob, Popeye salad, and a whole fruit juice bar.
That sounds delicious. Well, that looks like that's all we have for you today. We'll see you back here Monday bright and early to bring you the latest news for GJHS.
Have a fun Friday, Eagles.
Just shoot for the stars. If it feels right, then aim for my heart. If you feel like it, take me away and make it okay. I swear I'll behave.
But to persevere in obstinate condolement is a course of impious stubbornness.
Yo, I didn't understand that. Could you use the vernacular?
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
Better get under cover, Sylvester. There's a storm blowing up a whopper. To speak in the vernacular of the peasantry.
This dude's vernacular. No, it's crazy.
Surfing on my board and this like radical hottie swam up and totally ganked my wave and I was like, whoa.
Your everyday speech.
OMG, he's so gross.
Slang.
Whatever, loser. That's what I have to say about that. I thought
It's a widescreen, high-def, super crisp quality off the master print. Their vernacular is whack.